Hello, this is Teacher Charles. If you're listening to this, because you're probably one of my students, I'm going to try to be quick and share with you how to give a 3-point presentation. And so if you're in my class, you're going to have the opportunity to talk to me, and you're going to tell me about something that you know, and you're going to inform me about it. And we can say that is a 3-point presentation. It is the most common way of public speaking. 3 points: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The purpose of the introduction, one, is to get the attention of your hearers so they are paying attention to you. So you want to tell a story, you want to give a fact, you want to say something amazing, something that will grab their attention, and then you want to introduce yourself, perhaps, and then you want to say, so today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 most important characteristics of a teacher. So, number 1, okay, that is your transition. You have a transition sentence from the introduction to the body, from point 1, point 2 to point 3, and from point 3 to the conclusion. These are called bridges. The bridge to go from each section of your presentation, and their sentences. And you need to think about what sentences, how are you going to do it? How are you going to bring them into the next section? Okay, and so you bring them into point number 1. So point number 1 is, and then you tell another story, or you give an illustration, you explain it, you give some facts, you tell them about that point, you explain to them about, this is where your research comes in. And so for point number 2, characteristic number 2, it is, you do the same thing. And for characteristic number 3, each point, you tell them the point, and then you back it up. You tell them a story, give them some more information, give them some facts, some history, something like that. And so finally, in conclusion, I want you to remember that these are the 3 characteristics of a good teacher. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the purpose of the conclusion, it's the last thing they're going to hear you say. And so it's going to help them to remember the introduction, get their attention, tell them what you're going to tell them. The body, you give them the main meat, the facts, the most important thing that you want them to know and to be able to do. And the conclusion is you remind them of what you've just told them about, so when they go away, it will help them to remember. Story at each one of these points, remember, a story is always good. Another quote, another fact, something about yourself, or something for them to remember. And your final words could be, thank you very much for listening to this presentation. I hope it's been helpful to you. I hope it's been useful to you. All right? So this is very, very brief presentation. We can talk about it later in class if you want.